Well, our next speaker is named Joel Justice, and he is the immediate past president of the California College and University Police Chiefs Association. He currently serves as a consultant for Mutualink after retiring from a 37-year career in law enforcement. And tonight, he's going to be explaining why psychedelics create health and safety concerns, as well as mental health issues for college-age students. Moreover, he will be explaining the correlation between college students using psychedelics and their academic performance issues. And lastly, he'll be explaining the impact that psychedelic usage has on college communities. And just before we get started, I also just want to encourage you, if you have questions that come up during these presentations, just go down below on your screen to the Q&A section, and you can type in your questions. And so we'll be dealing with those questions as we wrap up our speaking portion of the webinar at 8 o'clock. So, Joel, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you, Greg. I appreciate it, and good evening, everybody. Excuse me a minute while I share my screen. Okay. So psychedelics in college students, it's an interesting, there's a lot of interesting statistics that show why this is a bad idea. As you heard, 37 years of law enforcement experience, 8 years as a college chief of police, 29 years with LAPD, 10 years as a captain, wrote my master's thesis on active shooters. And as you heard, I'm the immediate past president of the California College and University Police Chiefs Association. According to recent studies, in 2021, 8% of our college students have used illicit drugs for the first time, which is an increase on the same study conducted 7 years prior. And according to the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration in 2020, there were over 6,000 emergency room department visits related to hallucinogens misuse among individuals aged 18 to 25 in the United States. Additionally, a study published by the Journal of Psychopharmacology found that the use of psychedelics among college students was associated with an increased risk of unintentional injuries. There's also traffic-related issues. According to a study in 2002, over 2 million college students drove under the influence, with an astounding 1,400 related deaths. Researchers estimated that there are 1,519 college students between the ages of 18 and 24 that die each year from under the influence traffic collisions. In another study, after the legalization of drugs in 5 states, those states experienced a 5.8% increase in traffic-related collisions. There's also a 4.1% increase in the rate of fatalities due to drug misuse. These have lifelong consequences for these college students. Mental health implications. A study in the journal Addiction reported that individuals who used psychedelics during their college years were more likely to experience depression and anxiety in their adulthood. According to the Newport Institute, research shows that using hallucinogenic drugs linked to a higher likelihood of mental health issues. One study showed that college students using these drugs had to be treated, at least half of them had to be treated for psychological and emotional problems. The National Survey of Drug Use and Health found that in 2020, over 1 million young students between ages 18 to 25 in the United States reported having major depressive episodes related to their substance abuse. Academic performance is a big issue. There, according to a study of Journal of Studies on Alcohol and Drugs, indicates that students who use psychedelics are more likely to report academic difficulties, including a much lower grade point average, and there's a higher likelihood of students dropping out. The American College Health Association's National College Health Assessment revealed that legalization of psychedelics could lead to an increased demand for counseling and health services on college campuses. Those services already stretched thin. There's not enough people to see the current people with mental health issues that we currently have. Campus safety will also be compromised with potential repercussions such as incidents of intoxication-related accidents and emergency. Campus safety will see an increase in crimes such as sexual assault, which is already a huge problem amongst college-age students. According to a study conducted by RAIN, Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network, 26.4% of the female undergraduate students experience rape, sexual assault through physical force, violent, or incapacitation. According to a study conducted by a Dr. Justine Welsh, sexual assault is a significant problem on college campuses, as you can also see by the statistic above. Alcohol and drug use is a strong predictor of an increased risk of committing and experiencing sexual assault among college students. Active shooters, I mean, that's a huge issue right now amongst college and schools. An active shooter takes place on a college campus once every 8 days. For K through 12, it's once every 5 days. From 2019 to 2021, active shooter incidents increased 98%. It's already a crisis. And according to the statistics, we're adding more mental health issues by legalizing psychedelics, which would increase these statistics. Experience with medical marijuana. We need to learn from the past. Colorado approved medical marijuana in 2000. Prior to their implementation, they had 2,000 patients registered for medical marijuana cards. Within 2 years, the registered users increased to 150,000. California emergency room visits increased 89% after the increase of marijuana, legalization of marijuana. Nationally, the average potency of THC increased from 13.23 in 1995 to 60.95 in 2018. So summary, psychedelics, psilocybin, and other hallucinogens are extremely dangerous. History has shown that when you legalize drugs, even for medicinal purposes, it leads to a major societal problem, especially among our youth and adults. California will experience problems into the future with legalization of hallucinogenics, and we don't even know the potential of all the side effects and effects that are going to occur from legalizing this drug. Thank you.